Join me back on the most nostalgic, cozy server there is, the place where we welcome you home with the magic of old Minecraft YouTube. Snuggle up, get a cup of tea, and welcome back to the Crafted SMP. Okay, that kind of rhymed. Hi guys, today we're back on the Crafted server once again, and some eagle-eyed viewers of you guys might be noticing, what is that stylish, super adorable little skin you've got on right now with the little cute little sunglasses on your head? Well, I'm about to show you why I have that skin and how I have that skin. But first, I want to thank our friend Denk, who lovingly made all of our summer skins for this event. They're so cute. Okay, now on to the festivities. Welcome to the beach of the Palooza event on the Crafted server. This is the official end of summer event for the Crafted SMP people. We have built a little beach party up to have a little bit of fun for the end of the summer. So when we got there, Aba introduced us all to the area that we'd all been building, saying welcome to Palooza. Hope you have fun, you know, the usual host things. And then we had to get changed, of course, for the event. We had to put on some little sunglasses and some little beach outfits, so here we go. Isn't this skin just so adorable? Let me give you a little tour, a little spin. Isn't it cute? And then after that, it was time for some games. The very first game that we played was a build battle style game of who could build the best sandcastle. Me and Daisy paired up, and of course, while discussing our game plan, we decided we had to do something Rod themed, or it would just be disrespectful to Rodney the Godney. So we built a little Rod head out of sand and some of our materials that we were given by Aba. We were only allowed to use those materials. We weren't allowed to go out of our squares. We were only allowed to use the materials in our chest, and luckily for us, we got picked to have the green square, the green area to build in, so we could very happily build a little Rod statue with his little mouldy head, as we love him, and his little skull. So we carried on building this, and honestly, I think we did such a good job at building Rod. He is so cute. He's got little skull showing, he's got his little eyes, he's got his little nose, and of course, we gave him a diamond earring. A diamond earring? We gave him a little gold earring in the form of a hanging lantern, so it was kind of lit up as well. And then it was time for the judges to, well, judge. We got bored and started jumping off of trees into 1 block wide pools of water, which of course went as well as you can imagine. I was the only one who actually survived the jump, and of course when I did it no one was actually watching, everyone was distracted. Anyway, carrying on. And then it was time for our second game, which I didn't get any footage of because unfortunately all of my first-hand footage got completely messed up and no one's voice is picked up and my voice was robotify. It was not good. So anyway, everything is in replay. I didn't get a footage of this event, the game of bingo, because it was absolute chaos. It was really hard to track on the replay. It was just not going good. So as you can imagine, we played a very chaotic game of bingo, and if you want to see any of us playing that game, please go check out everyone else's videos because I'm pretty sure it's in theirs. One thing I will show you though is the bingo card, which was amazingly created by the one and only Aba. It was such fun. Next, we played a really fun game of trivia about the members of the Crafted SMP, where if we got the answer wrong, we got dropped into water. Some of us were really good at this game, some of us, well, not so good. In the end, me and Daisy drew, and so we had to have a death round where we basically fought to the death in the puffer pool. Where we didn't actually fight, we just had to survive the pufferfish, where I think there was some cheating going on because watch this. Just watch this. Daisy punches me, lowering my health, and we're not allowed food, we had to empty our inventory, and still I wasn't getting attacked by the pufferfish, you know? I was pretty okay until I got punched again, and then they started going after me. They must have smelt fear. Anyway, in the end, Daisy won the sudden death round, and became the trivia champion. And of course, we wouldn't have ended summer if we hadn't have jumped off of the end of the pier all together in one big group, which is so cute. And that is the end of the event, or so you thought. But Aber said that there was actually more to this expedition than originally intended. So we all rowed off in our little boats following along because we were about to take on a sea temple. After travelling for a really long time, we finally arrived and immediately, of course, started getting attacked by guardians. Which, their beams of whatever it is that they're beaming, not fun. They hurt a lot. So we set out a game plan, which was to set up a little area to stand on at top and then go down. Eventually, I braved the sea temple and the guardians and made my way bravely through the front door. I blocked myself in with a door because I knew that guardian beams can't actually get through doors, which is a top tip when raiding guardian temples, by the way. Bring many doors because the beams can't get through. Anyway, braving the temple, I eventually managed to brave my way all the way to one of the Elder Guardians, and I slayed him with my trusty dusty sword. And I ended up getting up some really cool loot. We got a sponge and a tied armor trim, and that was the end of the adventure. We freed the Sea Palace. Now that the event is over, I want to show you around a couple of things that we didn't cover in the videos, but does very much exist in this area. First, I want to show you the pier, because me and Daisy built this together. Stay there. Me and Daisy built this together as like a little gathering place for us to go fishing. Oh, there's something missing. What's missing? Is it a table? Did someone steal a table? Okay, whatever, anyway. The pier. And I built these little boats which are like half under the water, and it's so cute because this is what boats really would look like. It's so cute and adorable, and I fell. I really love it and it's amazing. Anyway, more little bits over there. This is Daisy's little hangout area with two little sun lounges which you can very much just sit at and look out at the sunset, which is adorable. Sunset's not setting. What? The sun is not setting yet, so we can't do that just now, but I have more things to show you. So over here is another thing. This is Joel's dance floor, which is incredible because look at it. It moves. It's like a dance floor, and you can get down and you can. This is the DJ station, and you can stand here and just do a little boogie, little butt shuffle, little boop boop doop boop. Oh, even my horse is dancing over there. See, this is how cool it is. Right, okay. Moving on, I actually want to show you, what do I want to show you next? Oh, I want to show you the research centre that I built. So, Daisy's boat. Daisy's boat is very cool too. It's got a little bit over the top of it for when it rains. Or if it's too sunny, I guess, as well, it can act as a parasol. This is Jellyfish Island. So this is actually, I built all of this apart from the tree, which... this is a jellyfish research facility and reserve where all the researchers and biologists can sit and look out at the sea and take some notes on their little desks. And yeah, there's the water. I don't know what else to say really. It's a reserve. So that's the research centre. And then over here we've got some little rock pool, tide pool things where they can do some research on some little marine life, which is really cute. And then up here, this is the research centre. It's very well lit with frog lights, which is why we made the farm last episode. I finally get to tell you why. So we've got loads and loads of those. I think we're going to be selling them on the server very soon, so that's very exciting. We've got a little dock over here that's kind of been taken over by nature, and the reserves kind of let it happen because that's their job, to preserve the wildlife and the natural things, because I know what they do for a job, We've got more desks, so we can sit here on this. We don't have the sit mod, so we can sit here on this little chair at this little desk and look out at the jellyfish and write some notes and do all that cool stuff. Yep, I'm going to take you down there now because it's so cool in the night. So these are all frog lights and you can jump across them like the jellyfish fields in Finding Nemo. That's what they were inspired by the way, the Nemo ones. So you can boing across the jellyfish heads. Not that they're bouncy, but you can pretend that they're bouncy. And then we get to this beautiful island, which is a bit of a spoiler, but I think Jossie's video is out by now, so yeah, because I tend to take ages editing, whereas they tend to get videos out pretty swift. So the idea is you jump across the yellow ones rather than the pink ones, and that's kind of a path to this island. So it's kind of marked, but also kind of not marked at the same time, if you get what I mean. So this is Jossie Island, which I also built because I had time and everyone else was really busy doing the rest of the main island. So I volunteered myself to help with this little surprise for Jossie's honeymoon, which I decorated with lots of dry grass, which apparently is my new favourite block to build with. I love it so much, it's brilliant. Anyway, this is for Jossie's little celebration of her honeymoon. We left her some gifts for her wedding because unfortunately the server was going through maintenance at the time that she got back, so we couldn't actually come on and celebrate with her, which was really sad. So we decided to do it now. Actually, I'm going to tame her llama because I didn't do that before and I fear that it may despawn before she gets the chance to come love it. So we'll just do that very quick. Get off of me. Go away. You're not allowed on here, man. Not allowed. This is a safe space for all creatures other than you. Right, okay. Taming the llama. The llama. Okay, there we go. He loves me now. Well, he loves anyone now. Anyone can ride him. So this is our gift to Jossie. This is what we got her. So we got her some frog lights. We got her some tulips, some peonies. We got her some golden carrots, of course, a name tag, a spore blossom, and a silk touch book because I knew she wanted one. So we thought we'd bring her one over. Time to try do the parkour back. You can actually do this. This is actually possible. I did do it once, but of course it was when I wasn't recording. Here's me building the jellyfish fields. It's not the greatest video in the world because I kind of forget to click record back on when I come back from doing things. So this is just me placing the lights. I kind of did it a bit crazily. I didn't really have a goal or a vision. I just put some jellyfish in the water, you know. I did my thing. And then it was time to actually build. This is me building the docks. I was trying to work out a really cool design that used trapdoors and slabs. God, get those words out. And I actually came up with this design which actually centres as everything that I've built. And the Palooza area, like I have discovered a love for bamboo and using trapdoors and slabs as a floor. So that is what you're going to see from now on, is a lot of that as a combo. I dug out some areas for some rock pools, which I thought would be really cute, because we wanted to make it look as natural as possible. And then, of course, as usual, I forgot to press record when I started building, so here's halfway through the process, when I'd already built the floor area. And this is me building the destroyed dock and the research centre itself. I placed some leaves in the water to make it look even more run down. Of course, lanterns everywhere because I'm rich in lanterns because of my lovely librarian villagers, which I also used to get the glass. And then I kind of wanted to make this jellyfish-like design, which I think I did okay with. I wanted to make it look like floaty at the edges, which is kind of what I did in the corners. I want it to look floaty and kind of like it's going bloop. I don't know how to describe that. So I made it kind of round and added a cute little glass design with some pearlescent frog lights inside so it would glow at night like the jellyfish that are in the sea. And overall, I'm just really happy with this build. And I really liked doing the little spire on top as well. I think that added as well. I decorated the inside with some tables and some pots and other things, just to make it look like people were actually working here, not just slacking off, you know. And then it was time to actually decorate the pathway, which I also didn't record all of because I'm terrible at this job. And I will admit that. I added some sandstone to the floor, and then later on I added some birch planks and some birch pressure plates, which honestly just added so much. And then I was just in the groove building, and so I went back to my base and built this adorable little carrot farm. Yes, it's automated. I just completely forgot I was supposed to be recording it, the good YouTuber that I am, and I ended up just doing it. Then we went to go gather some more materials for the rest of the village. I wanted some pale oak to do some cool designs with, and got blown up by a creeper. Then me and Daisy spent hours, and when I say hours, I literally mean hours, chopping nether trees because we were just so satisfied by the process. We did this all in silence, by the way. There was no talking between us, but we just hung out chopping some trees. Then I decided it was time to go destructive mode because I'd built too much, so it was time to destroy some stuff. I destroyed all the villager houses in my village, starting with the church and moving on to some of the smaller houses because I needed to open up the area so that I could start planning and doing some cool little build situations, which I'm very excited to show you what I've come up with because I think I've come up with some pretty cool designs. So I'm just going to let you watch me destroy some stuff. And then came this house. This house looks pretty normal on the outside. You know, it's just the average villager house. I was just destroying as I do, doing my thing, getting through it, you know, opening up the area, and then I discovered that under the ground that I had built by my fair hands had a very dark secret underneath it in the form of villagers. Yes, there are many villagers, but you won't believe how many villagers there actually was in that small gap. Yep, that's a lot of villagers, and I'm not entirely sure how they got down there, but I found all my lost villagers, guys. I found them. And then, because I was so traumatized by the experience of finding so many villagers and trying to figure out where they came from, I ended up deciding it was time to build a river so that I could chill out a little bit from the trauma of finding many people living underneath my floor. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Crafted SMP. I promise next episode might be less chaotic, but also, can I promise that? Probably not. I've really enjoyed creating this video for you guys. I'm really enjoying the YouTube thing right now. Thank you so much for all your support on my videos, all your support in subscribing. You guys are really cool, and I will see you next episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below anything you want to see me do on this server, or just in general what you want to see me do in life, I guess. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day, but for now, I will see you next time. Bye bye!